Daily Channel 3A News. I'm your host, Emily Sieben Morgan.
And I'm Kaylee Ritchie. We have 4 stories for you tonight, 2 of which come from Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
We'll be analyzing their speeches after the clips. First up, a few words from Trump.
I am asking for your support tonight so that I can be your champion in the White House. And I will be your champion.
Did you see that? There was no real proof there. I can be your champion because I will be your champion. Sounds a little repetitive, don't you think?
That is a little repetitive. Sounds like a logical fallacy to me. Is that the only fallacy he's guilty of?
Not at all. There's another one later on in the speech. Play the clip.
By ending catch and release on the border, we will end the cycle of human smuggling and violence. Illegal border crossings will go down. We will stop it. It won't be happening very much anymore.
There it is again. We'll stop human smuggling and violence and illegal border crossings because it won't be happening much anymore.
That doesn't make sense. But Hillary Clinton is just as bad. Watch this.
I never took a position on Keystone until I took a position on Keystone.
Well, we know she took a position on Keystone, huh? Here's another time in the exact same debate when she committed another logical fallacy.
You know, diplomacy is not about getting to the perfect solution. It's about how you balance the risk.
Wow, that's some real false logic there. All right, we have some more stories for you, but first we have a word from our sponsors. See you after the break. From the makers of Wonder Bread comes your new favorite, Never Bad Bread. Featuring new packaging, the addition of artificial flavors, and an infinite shelf life, Never Bad Bread is sure to become the new favorite in your household. Not to mention, experts say it's the healthiest bread you'll ever eat because nutritionists say so. Find Never Bad Bread next to all of your other favorite grains in the bread aisle. Just remember, the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale. Up next we have our daily cartoons. Up first we have Dilbert and Dogbert discussing gravity and planets.
And next, we have Pointy Hair Boss and Dogbert debating about a successful business.
The same logical fallacy was used in both of these cartoons. Yikes. Well, in other news, we asked our viewers on yesterday's episode whether or not adversity has the effect of enlisting talents that would otherwise have gone unnoticed. And we're curious to hear what you guys have to say about this. Caller number 1, what are your thoughts? Although the adversity of World War II elicited many forms of devastation and destruction, it also brought about an upward trend in America's economy, and along with it, enabled the development of suburban sprawl during America's post-war era of financial prosperity. When millions of men left their jobs to join the armed forces and fight overseas, it created a massive opportunity for others to join the workforce to support the war effort. In order to satisfy the needs of the war effort, America's export and employment levels were at an all-time high, and the economy rebounded from its previous Great Depression levels at an exponential rate. This employment vacuum effectively brought the country out of economic hardship, marking the introduction of the suburban sprawl movement. Along with this increase in jobs came an elevated income for the majority of families of the era, since more people were working and earning money. Because more families were now considered to have middle-class incomes, they now had the opportunity to buy single-family homes in newly developed suburbs, as opposed to the cramped renting quarters of urban cities. In addition, suburban sprawl instigated the need for a new form of transportation from the suburbs to the city center. These families were now equipped with the finances to purchase automobiles to use to commute to work in the city because they had enough money to buy cars. These examples prove that even though World War II was one of the worst conflicts in the history of man, the resulting economic boom led to suburban sprawl and an improved quality of life for American families.
All right, that's an interesting argument. Thank you, caller, for your input.
You may have noticed a theme in tonight's show.
We've been highlighting examples of circular reasoning through all of our segments. Circular reasoning is a logical fallacy that assumes what it's trying to prove, kind of like x equals y because y equals x. That's it for tonight, folks. Tune in tomorrow to see even more great coverage. Thank you and good night. Don't actually tune in because this
We won't be
project.
here tomorrow, but yeah.
No.